All right, week 3, Bears versus Chiefs. Kansas City is favored by 12.5. I'm going to go ahead and take them on that. The model has the raw number is Kansas City by 17. With the adjusted, with moderate probability, it's probably going to be a little bit more. When you kind of go through, and when you logically think about it, the Chicago is really struggling. Their quarterback, Justin Fields, is not progressing. He's regressing, if anything, and that might be part of just the overall team progress as well. And then, Kansas City Chiefs with Patrick Mahomes is going to do what they're going to do. Sure, they lost their first game against Detroit. It's a first game. It takes longer. The offense is a little bit longer to get clicking. Last week, I thought, and by the way, so last week Kansas City beat Jacksonville. I think Jacksonville is going to be a pretty good team this year. They did not dominate them, but they still beat them fairly well. So I'm not surprised. I would expect to see Kansas City. I think everyone expects to see Kansas City in the playoffs and at the top of their division come the end of the season. But with that, I would not be surprised if the Bears end up with 5 wins or less this year. I have not run the model yet. I don't normally do that for the entire season until closer to week 4 or 5. But with that, when you go to the detailed charts here, when you look at this right over here, it's like this is what you expect to see from a high-performing offense. A lot of passing yards, and they run when they need to. They're not going to dominate you on that. But that notwithstanding, but you just look at that, they're almost double the average yards in this matchup. This is not on the air. This is how that pass offense matches against that pass defense and the run offense versus that run defense. But what I find phenomenal over here is this, no sacks. It's predicting no sacks. That means that Kansas City is doing a great job of protecting Patrick Mahomes. That's not to me that he has not been sacked this year. I have not looked. But because the model is going to say how well does the offense protect the quarterback, and then how well does the defense attack the quarterback, and then how does that matchup come using an algorithm. And so with that, it's saying the Bears are just really weak against the pass, or at least the pass rush, and then Kansas City is really good compared to the norm. Then you come over here again. This is what you can see from the Chiefs. A lot of explosiveness, and I expect to see that. And then when you come down here, compare that to the Bears, they can't protect Justin Fields, and not a whole lot of explosiveness with that. So with that, that's when you get those big point differentials with that. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and take Kansas City and that point spread. Good luck with your pick.